All right, we're gonna see if this old girl will start. She's been sitting outside. Took it a second. Don't die, don't die! Oh. What is up, everybody? Tim back here at Higgs Garage. Excited to see you guys back here on the channel. If you're new, make sure to hit that subscribe button. That way it triggers the algorithm to push our videos and push our channel so we can continue to grow and reach as many people as possible. If you are subscribed and supporting us, thank you so much. The support is absolutely awesome. Thanks a lot for that. With all that being said, we have in front of us a product from Gobege. So Gobege sent us this product. It is an air pump. It can be used for sporting equipment, basketballs. It can be used for your vehicle to air up a tire. It can be used for your four-wheeler, anything that you could use for an air pump. There will be a link in the description if you'd like to pick yourself up one of these. It is on Amazon. I believe they're right around $180, so a very good price point for what it is compared to. It has never been opened yet. They sent this over to us, so full disclosure, thank you very much for supporting us and sending us this product out to share with all of you. As you guys can see, just a standard box, got a picture, got some specs. Pretty heavy. I don't know if it has a weight. Probably, I'm probably looking right over it. Looks like both sides show the same thing. It's just the specs. Let's go ahead. Don't mind that. But if you guys like that, you guys can pick yourself up one at higgsgarage.com. We have some hats for sale, and we will start getting some more inventory on different things. These hats we purchased with the leather patches engraved, but since then we have decided we've got our own laser engraver, and we will be doing the patches and the hats all here by us and shipped straight to your door. Go ahead and check it out, higgsgarage.com. Get yourself a hat if you like what you see. First impression, just styrofoam on top. Bam. And we got the pump. We're gonna toss the box aside. You guys saw that. It's got a nice bag, so that's cool. Keeps everything one nice contained bag. Pretty heavy. Open this bad boy up. Bam. We actually got, I think there's some different colors. We got red, it looks like. Go ahead and open this. We have our hose. It's got a gauge on it. That's very nice. Got a release valve, so if you're airing up a tire or whatever, you can see the pressure you're putting in. If you got too much pressure, you can release it, looks like here. We'll test it out and see. Hose and gauge. Our bag, set that aside. Wrapped up nice. Got our adapter to our hose to a regular tire on a car or whatever. Got the gator clamps already hooked up, so this hooks directly to your battery, so your power supply. And here it is. Feels very durable. Comes with a little instruction manual, and you have different little tips for different things. There's a needle in there for like a ball and some other little tips, so that's nice. Got our instruction manual here. Bam. Pretty self-explanatory, but if we need it, we got it. It's got the Gobege label on it. Heavy duty air compressor. It's got our voltage, max pressure, our amperage, and our airflow. Hopefully you guys can see that there. Voltage is DC 12 volts, 13.8 volts, max pressure 150 PSI, it's 45 amps. Airflow is 100 liters a minute, or 6.35 CFM. On and off switch on top, got a circuit breaker reset button right on top. Looks like quick disconnect to our hose, which that's really cool. So if you, for some reason, didn't like this air hose or whatever, you could switch it to just a regular air hose. In my truck, in the F-150, the 2013, you know we have the horn blaster, so it has the onboard air on it, but we keep a regular hose in there and pressure gauge. If we didn't want this, if we liked what we had, we could always just plug the other one in, but this seems really nice. Now that we have everything unboxed, there's not much else to go over. The instruction manuals you guys will have if you purchase your own. It just kind of tells you everything about it. We don't really need to see or know any more about the instruction manual unless we have a problem, which I don't foresee us having. I am gonna go ahead and put our tips in here, our instruction manual back. We're gonna take this thing outside, deflate 2013 F-150 that we have. We're just gonna I'll pull the valve stem completely out. We'll let the air out of the tire. We'll hook this bad boy up to it. We'll time it. We'll see how long it takes to inflate. Let me pack this bad boy up, hook this up, and time how long it takes to air up that. It's a 35 1250, and it's on a 20-inch rim 2013 F-150. Just a standard truck with a little bit of an oversized tire. If I don't do that truck, we might do the Hummer. The Hummer has 37s. Maybe we'll do both, I don't know. So we're in here. I already fired up the F-150. So you can see we got our valve stem up here. We're gonna go ahead. I just got a green slime. I don't know where my valve stem remove tool is. This will work. So valve stem is out. We're gonna set it down here with this. While this tire is deflating, we're gonna go connect our pump right out of the bag. Here we go. Nice long cables. I know this battery is atrocious looking. Positive, negative. Hooked up. Got our pump sitting up here on the table. We're gonna drop it down here. What's cool, I noticed, it does have mounting holes here. That's nice. Down here at the pump, we're going to clip that on. Here, this just screws on. And if you were gonna leave this on, throw some Teflon tape or something on there probably. You might be able to get it tighter because it may leak a little bit. Once again, this is just to air tires up and stuff. It's not continuous pressures. And that's the first time it's ever kicked on. Already putting air out. Drag this all the way over here. Geez, flat. No more air in this baby. Gonna put our valve stem back in. I'm gonna get my timer ready. All right, I'm gonna go flip the switch on. Once we connect it, we'll hit the stopwatch. I'm gonna hook it on. It's running. And right there, we are at 35 PSI. So I'm gonna go ahead and undo this. Hit stop. This is showing 35 on this gauge. So I also have this one I leave in the truck. It's a Rhino USA, and we're gonna see what this one says. It's 0. Okay. So we're saying 25. Double check it, because this one's saying 25. We're gonna wanna add some more air. So if we're saying this is showing 35 here, 2 ticks up from this 25 mark is where we were at. So 25, 30, 35. This might just be off a little bit, but at least it's gonna get you close. But you can always throw one of these bad boys in there. And like I said, I leave this in the truck with an actual airline hose. I could do that as well and air the tire up that way. Let me go ahead, turn this back on, flip it back in here. Let's see where it brings us to. I mean, this one's showing 20 now. So I don't know. Let's go flip that pump back on though. That was our time. We're gonna go ahead and hit it again. Yeah, it's showing that the pressure is gonna be at 40 now on here. We're gonna let it hit 45. Stop on the timer. We're gonna undo it here. I'm gonna leave that pump on for a second. Let's check it now. Cleared it out. 38 now. So we're a little bit of 39. So we'll bring it down to 35. And this gauge only does increments of 5. It's good enough for an average person's tire pressure. That was our time for a 35 1250 on a 20-inch rim on a truck. I know it's the bed, but it's not an aluminum bed like a lot of the newer ones are. This is a steel bed, you know, F-150, 2013. That's a pretty good time. And we were not exact on here. This gives you a rough idea about, I would say roughly 5 minutes, maybe less because we overinflated. So maybe 5 minutes to inflate a fully deflated with the valve stem out 35 1250 on a 20-inch wheel. That's not bad, especially for a pump to keep in your car in case you have a flat, or if your lawnmower's got a flat, or your side-by-side, or your four-wheeler, your golf cart, all whatever. It's awesome. I mean, and look how long. I have plenty of slack. I can reach all the tires. It hooks right on my battery. It works out perfect. Yes, this truck does have onboard air. Actually, right now it does not. The pump's off, and a video coming out. We have a Horn Blasters. They rebuilt our pump. We're gonna put it back on that pump. We have all the air chuck and the line and everything to reach all of our tires, and it's plugged up right underneath the bed into the tank. So we can air our tires up. I keep a plug kit and everything inside the truck. This thing is exposed to the elements on this truck. It has a waterproof pressure sensor. The first one went out. The second one is waterproof that we put on there, and it actually went out. And that's why all this was sent back to Horn Blasters. They rebuilt the pump. They sent us a new weatherproof pressure sensor. Who knows, by chance you were stranded on the road and that didn't work. This pump is a perfect backup. It'll probably fit right underneath one of these seats, or maybe even behind them. We have the hook so we can lean these seats back. I bet you that thing will fit back there, or we can just store it if we're going on a long trip just to have the security of having an extra pump. I think that is an absolutely awesome idea. 5 minutes or so to air up one of these big tires that's completely deflated. You could plug it, you could air it up, potentially 10 minutes and be back on the way. Maybe get a tire changed out or get a new set, whatever you need to do. Huge shout out Gobege for sending us this. I really like it. Let's go see if we can get the Hummer started. I was gonna test out on the Jubilee, the tractor. So maybe one of those big back tires. Maybe we can pull the valve stem out of there, see what it does. If not, we'll try the Hummer. We're gonna try the front of the Hummer though, where all the weight is, a lot of the weight, and see how fast it does a 37 1350 on a 20-inch rim on a Hummer. Let me unhook this. I've got a battery charger jumping the tractor. We'll get it running, then we'll jump the Hummer. We'll let it run, and while they're running, we'll get this thing hooked up and we'll try it out. We're gonna see if this old girl will start. She's been sitting outside. Took it a second. Don't die, don't die. Oh. All right, we'll see if she stays running. Got some stuff to tell you guys. We'll make a video on that coming up, on what's going on with all this stuff out here, all the projects and some upcoming stuff, some kind of bittersweet news on everything, but we'll get that stuff up here in the next video. This battery is just a little bit too dead. Gotta wait a couple minutes, try to start this thing up. While it's trying, see if we can get this out. It's not working. Just check this out. Check this Hummer out. No luck jumping the Hummer. This battery's trash. What we'll do is we'll see about just hooking up the pump to this tractor and reaching this tire. Taking this pump over here, hooking up same way. It doesn't look flat, I know, but trust me, there's no air in it. They're so hard of rubber. Sit for a while before it would actually be sitting on a rim like a car tire would be. Okay, flipped up, reading 0. Got my stopwatch. As soon as I hit the pump over there, I'm gonna hit start. I'll be back to show you the phone. I'm gonna hit stop, and when I hit stop, I'm gonna take the thing off and we're gonna check the pressure. We're at 0. We're at 5. I'm gonna put this on and hit start. Okay, we're gonna hit stop. We're gonna check it again. We're at 0, 7.5. Put it on there again. All right, stop this. Oh, and we're at 10. I don't know if you guys can see, but 10.5. So we are good. We aired that up in approximately 3 minutes. Tractor tire 12.4 on 28 and 3 minutes. Pretty good. I think that's pretty handy to me. Let's see if we can get a Hummer tire flat, just so you guys can see this side. Tire on the Hummer, 37. Oh, I'm sorry, it's a 37 1250. I kept saying 1350. I apologize. 37 1250 R20. See if we can get this valve stem out of here. Nope, not gonna happen. Bear with me, I'm gonna have to deflate it by hand. So we're resetting the timer. All right, everybody, that is gonna conclude our video here with the Gobege air pump. I think that it did absolutely fantastic, and I want to give you guys the time for the Hummer. It aired the Hummer up in 7 minutes and 29 seconds, and that was a little bit over air also. 7.5 minutes on the 37 1250 R20, around 5 minutes on the 35 1250, and then on the big tractor tire that was a 12.4 or whatever on 28. I want to say that one was but around 3 minutes. So that is pretty impressive. It did fantastic. Didn't skip a beat. It was super easy to hook up. Plug it on the battery. Plug the hose right in on the quick disconnect, good to go. If I had a complaint, and it's not a deal breaker, the gauge. If the gauge was more accurate, it would be better, it would be a little bit quicker, and it would be less stuff that you'd have to carry around. However, with that being said, if you get one, how about you go deflate a tire, plug a known good gauge in, and then plug this gauge in, and test it maybe on 3 different tires or all 4 tires, and then get an idea and average it out, and then you'll know how far off this is. And you could even just write it on here or put a note in the bag that this gauge reads 10 psi higher, whatever, and you could write it on there, and then that will fix your problem. You could still use the gauge, and it's going to get you close enough until you get to a shop or home. Throw, you know, a known good gauge in here and just keep checking it just to make sure you dial it in right where you want it. That's my only complaint. Not really much of one though. For what you get for about 180 bucks, and this is as of now in January of 2024, I think it's a bargain. It's awesome. It's super heavy duty. It's durable. Comes in a nice bag. Comes with good stuff. I definitely recommend, and big shout out to Gobege for sending this to us. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this content, or if you have comments, leave them down below, shares, and make sure you subscribe, turn your notification bells on, all that good stuff, and we can grow and do bigger and better things. We'll see you on the next one.